Alright, I thought I would show off this Rose Oracle by Rebecca Campbell. It opens really cool. Just pop that off. So I'm going to read this attunement to you. Mother Rose, you who were present long before we, you who will continue after we're gone, bless this oracle and all who use it. May it be a gateway for all to return to ourselves, the earth, and each other. May our connection with the voice of our soul be made stronger with every use. May all who touch it feel cherished, held, loved, softened, and seen. May it deliver insight, understanding, compassion, and guidance that's in the highest interest of all beings, past, present, and future. When I'm holding space for another, help me to step out of the way and invite others to connect with the wisdom that exists deep within them. Guide me and all who use it to embrace our ever-changing true nature and the seasons of our lives with compassion, understanding, and grace. Show us how we can plant ourselves here more deeply than ever before. Thank you, thank you, thank you. All right, so I thought I would read a little bit. The first page, The Call of the Rose. Mother Rose has been whispering to me for many years. She guided me to create this oracle as a way to lift the veil of the ancient rose mysteries and reconnect you with the sacred energy of the rose, who I believe is a potent healer for these times. The rose first came to me in a way that I consciously understood in 2010. Prior to that, I see that this mysterious healing flower was hidden in plain sight. I was going through a particularly difficult time and was experiencing deep, unshakable grief. As this dormant life force began spiraling within me, the rose emerged as my companion. She held me firmly in the soil of my changing life while showing my heart how to open courageously when I most wanted to close, separate, and shut down. She guided me to strengthen, heal, and soften my heart, front and back, to return to the earth and to be open to the sweetness of life by facing the shadow and the thorn. Now, I'm not going to read the whole guidebook to you, but she does have some pretty powerful messages. So, like something entitled, A Healer for These Changing Times. I believe that this ancient flower, which is growing significantly in popularity, has very important messages for the heart of humankind right now. I believe that she carries powerful, much yearned for medicine and the potential for healing that is so needed in these times. At this moment in time when it's so clear that humanity has to a great degree lost its way and there's so much division and trauma rising to be healed, it makes sense to me that the rose, cloaked in so much ancient mystery and sacredness, seems to be reaching out to us, or we're reaching out to her. In my experience of working actively with her for more than a decade, the rose isn't afraid to deliver to us what we need the most. For some, this may be soothing, gentle holding, heart-expanding healing. For others, it may be a fierce push to find the courage to open when we most want to shut down, separate, and close. For some, it may be a descent into the dark void, while for others, it might be reconnecting with our roots and the sureness of the soil. For some, it may be finding a way to surrender the very thing about us that captivated others for the chance to begin again. And for others, it may be welcoming an unexpected second bloom. We're living in an era when division and polarity are at an all-time high. There's so much separation, and at times it feels as if there's nothing that we can all agree on. The rose shows us how to soften through our grief, and that it's safe to soften. She shows us how to strengthen through our sorrow, how to stay open when we experience separation, how to trust in the seasons of our lives, how to dig our roots deep, and how to open regardless of who is around. Indeed, we need the ancient heart medicine of the rose now. Ancient rose wisdom. The rose is much more ancient than we are. She has seen civilizations come and go and knows more than we do about living harmoniously on planet Earth. Soft and beautiful, strong and hardy. She trusts her timing and always finds the courage to bud, blossom, fruit, and surrender her petals to the wind for the chance to be reborn while still fully living. May we open our hearts to her wisdom and our ears to her ancient song. The rose has deep teachings and technology coded within her. I believe that if we slow down enough to connect with and listen to her, it's possible to hear her secrets hidden and lost through time. I've seen that when we begin working with the rose and indeed other plants, something ancient can be unlocked within us too. Sometimes the codes seated within us and our ancestry are unlocked as we begin to remember and return more fully to Earth. We're also reconnected with the plants, the flowers, the stones, and the trees. We're reconnected with the ones within our ancestry who were there before there was a severing from the mother. Repeatedly, we're invited to plant ourselves here in a way that's different to before. We're living in a time between myth and story, and while it can at times feel as if everything's falling apart, there's an opportunity for reweaving to happen. And I believe that the rose can help us with the reweaving, that through work with her and doing our own necessary healing and integration work, we have an opportunity together to weave a new future for humanity. So as you can see, it's got some lovely visualizations, and you can also take the box and make it its own little portable altar. Definitely worth purchasing, in my opinion. Good purchase. I personally look forward to utilizing this oracle deck in my spiritual journey, as I hope you do too. For now, goodbye, my starseeds.